to talk about
It's actually working.
how much I love women.
Oh,
Very, very awesome.
that's nice. I'm happy for you. Well, we should be able to connect. We are on air.
We are on air?
Everything should be working fine. Everything, everybody,
I am not
all
working fine.
of the people. This is where I can finally reveal that this whole YouTube was a facade. I am actually Joseph Stalin,
Whoa.
returned from history. I actually jumped back with Thanos in the time machine.
This took quite the dark turn.
Kind of confusing, but anyways, I'm back, and this whole ARG, it was me the whole time.
So what's your plan for the New World Order, Mr. Stalin?
It was me, Nathan. I was the new Batman game all along. Oh, this is going to be exciting. We have a lot of stuff to cover today. Are you already in the chat?
I guess my I love women got in the video.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you didn't say anything like ridiculously bad.
I am
there.
so against misogynists.
When Nate is by himself, he kind of is like he's constantly just dropping profanity. So I have to really rein him
all the
in.
time.
Okay, we're going to be on the PS3 Arkham Origins during this.
Captain Rex?
There's a lot of things that we're going to be covering, so yes, thank you. Hello, Captain Rex.
He said hi to me, not you.
We will definitely be here checking things out. I added Joker as a moderator like we're supposed to. So, there's a lot of things that we're covering. The Arkham Rogues are going to be helping us with the stream today. They are keeping this game alive. Batman Arkham Origins. I'm not sure if I'll get any invites from them or not, but they will be actually helping us out populate this. So definitely jump on the PS3 version if you'd like to play with us. There's a lot of things to cover today. I might sound far away sometimes because I have to move over here and bring this stuff up on the PC as well.
You're so far away. You're social distanced from me.
That is true.
Very epic.
So Nate, what is your opinion on all of this whole ARG? First off.
First of all, Orange Man bad.
Okay,
now that we got that out of the way.
Thank you. Do you have any more memes to share?
Let's see here. There's Ugandan Knuckles.
That's pretty dead.
Just like to say that.
Okay.
I don't want to say a meme. Just I want to say the name.
That is a meme, though.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm very confused by you today.
Yeah, okay. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much. You've definitely helped us take down the proletariats. I don't know.
I have, yeah.
I don't really know how that works.
Well, they're done.
Okay, so check this out. I actually am going to bring up some of these images. So there's a lot of codes going on here. We're going to bring these up and down on the stream as we go. This is one of them, which is actually from Jordan Alleman. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. I should turn this a little bit for me since I'm going to be over here. There's so many different things with this game being revealed, especially through Twitter, because I think it's worth mentioning that one of these reveals as well revealed like a map with the image one step closer. Also, there's a bunch of codes, which we'll be going over more in depth as we go. It's really weird.
It's not weird. It's awesome.
Nate pointed out that you basically have to be Batman to solve this one.
Like, it's really weird.
Well, that actually is kind of a cool element to this as well. Is that you are sort of going through and I don't know how you would say it, sleuthing, detectiving, Sherlock Holmesing, being a homeboy. Now, hey, we're starting. Nate, you're going to be first, so you better leave a good impression.
Can't make any promises.
So, I think one of the first things that we should talk about, though, is actually, and let's make sure that I'm going through this in the right order, is just what WB Games shared way back. They actually shared, I mean, we've obviously shown all the images they've shared in the past, but this image is actually from WB Games Montreal's official Twitter page, where they actually shared a good little image here at something that essentially, it's a little short video that plays. It reveals a code. Eventually, we got to some more things as well, which I didn't take a picture of this because there wasn't really a point. Everybody's seen this one. But one of them was, "We have been expecting you," with the date of the 18th. And then that sort of kicked off this whole ARG starting now, which for people who don't know, that's an augmented reality game. It's like you in the real world do stuff with computers or other things online to figure out some puzzle.
Yeah, some sleuthing.
Some sleuthing, yes. So we got that, but then we actually went a step further, and we got a post from a new verified Twitter called Redacted with a 3 for Dacted. So either this is a real thing, or the one kid on COD who put XX in front of his name and after his name got a pretty big budget, and he's been running this all along. It was me, Nathan. I was with your mother the whole time since I commented that in that MW2 lobby. Yeah, so this is interesting, and we actually got enter the code 761, I believe it is. And I might be, I think it's 761. I might be getting some numbers wrong as we go. Doing my best. I made a Google Doc.
Well, your best is not good enough.
Spreadsheet. So after you actually enter this, it kind of got to the point where we were starting to see more and more of these images. Like, Jordan Alleman was actually able to get into the code, the HTML of the website, which you can do this through console commands and stuff on your PC, on pretty much any browser, and actually start seeing things that were going to be revealed as we move on. I mean, there were different radio signal codes, different teasers being teased. You can kind of see all of that here. Later on in the stream, by the way, I might add in some more of these. I only have so many of them because Nate pointed out that some of these are so obscure that you just never would find anything. Well, what's up with the loading, by the way? Is this frozen?
No, it's not because it's moving.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of ridiculous images. They're cool. Like, I like the idea behind it, but it starts to get a little out there. We also had, like I said, along with the thing that Jordan Alleman found, and I think some others have found this as well, there was essentially a way to take these codes and enter them in the Redacted website, because Redacted was not just a Twitter account. It was also a website for the game to do the ARG, which people figured out steps ahead. Also, thank you very much, Simp Police, for the super chat. We appreciate that very much.
He turned this down.
Oh yeah, that's right. We do have to. Nate, you should actually. I should get you the headset so you can have a little bit of volume there.
Very epic.
Very epic. You guys can let us know on the game audio. I'm hoping it'll be fine, but I'll turn it down probably a little bit. Alright, here you go, Nate. There is yours.
I died.
That's okay.
No surprise there.
No surprise there at all. We'll turn that to there, because this game is historically very loud for no reason. Also, to answer some of these super chats, Snoop Jimmy Dog Bones, we're doing fantastic. Thank you very much. We hope you're doing good.
I love the name.
Talon Tapping Ot. Which character would you want to play as most other than Batman? Well, as long as Nate's not playing because he's just getting destroyed.
Well, I died from a landmine. That's not my fault.
I think it'd be really cool to actually see Barbara Gordon, to actually see that.
In a wheelchair?
No, probably not. Actually, you could play as Oracle, but I feel like it'd be kind of boring. You're just on a computer the whole time. You're just like, okay,
Batman, he's going in the left. Like, okay.
Yeah, I don't really know what you'd do with that.
Batman, I just did my research. You're like, Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, I don't really know what you'd actually do with that, but I think that Batgirl would be fun to see.
Yeah.
There were teases, by the way, to Batgirl, which we will get into as well here. By the way, I'm checking our audio. Nate, you say something to the chat.
Say something to the chat.
Thank you very much. Very cool.
Very cool.
So let's see here. We went over that. There was also, essentially, if you put the code 761 into the website Redacted, you would actually start to see other things like a map for Gotham City.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add to
I mean,
this, Nate?
I'm kind of waiting for you to get through the things so I can talk about them.
Okay, well, I'm trying to make sure this is not super loud. No, it seems fine. Okay, yeah, you guys can tell us if the chat's bad, by the way. Or, sorry, if the audio ends up being bad. But regardless, it actually was, there's been so much. Like, way too much stuff to even keep track of. Like, also, after the map, you can look more at the map, which, by the way, I took a little screenshot of Kobe, Slick Moth, my boy. Kobe? He's actually covering this all very well. He got to a lot of it even before me, but it's interesting because one thing he pointed out, which he sort of did take a screenshot of, was that there actually was more of a look at the rest of the map as well, and people have uncovered more images of the map as well involving Two-Face, which I don't even know if I actually put a picture of in here, because really it's just the name Two-Face on the map. That's
Well,
it.
it's like face, and then there's face 2.
Yeah, so it's like this image. This one step closer image. There's another one as well, which you'll see here in a second, which is just, it just says Two-Face 2 or Face Two-Face or whatever.
Yeah.
So essentially there's a tease sort of for Two-Face, which would be great because he's a very neglected character in the originals, like in the original Arkham games. And there was also the fact that, I'm not going to be able to show this very well, but you know that code 761 with also the 995 and all this stuff? This is the most out there point of all. Why is this chair here?
I don't know. This is what I was waiting to talk about.
Okay.
So I was waiting for you to get to this.
So this number, if you put the whole thing in, which let me pull it up real quick. I actually have it on a Google Doc. It's 761-941-364-995. This is essentially the serial code, barcode, for the original appearance of Barbara Gordon's Batgirl. So, that is... They basically determined that that's the answers to this code over the days, starting with 761 and ending in 995. And so that also teases a possibility of Batgirl. Now I have one final thing to show you. One final thing. And yes, this is me, by the way, cliff noting it. There was more than this. Like, a lot more. There was the Two-Face image. There was another image. I've tried to include a lot of links here as well to some of these sources. Oh, I forgot to mod Blood Demon Guy. Whoopsie doopsie. Now he is. Thank you. Oh, also thank you to our mods for showing up. I appreciate you. One last thing, Nate.
One last thing.
There is also a teaser from DC itself with DC Fandome showing Barbara Gordon's Batgirl, a comic book image. You and I are not sold on this image being related to the game, though, because of this. This image specifically is really just a, it's really just an image of, like, her from a comic.
Yeah, it looks very comic-y.
Well, this is actually the New 52 comic from, starting with, like, Batgirl from Burnside, where it was just this new look for her.
Yeah.
This was that outfit from then. I mean, it's been updated since then. It doesn't really look anything like it now, her new outfit. But I would venture that this image is coincidental and that they are also announcing another Batgirl thing. But I could be wrong, because there's a massive slate of events for DC Fandome. So you and I kind of think that maybe that image is just coincidentally related and not actually for the game, but they are still teasing Batgirl in some way.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of different panels.
Yes.
So it could easily just be a Batgirl thing.
Right.
Like its own thing. So,
yes.
And plus, if you look at the style for like these Batman games, that Batgirl is not the style at all.
No.
Unless that's like one of those side skins that you can use in like Arkham City and stuff.
Correct.
Where it's like they're clearly from a comic series or something.
I also do want to point out one last thing. I was wrong about one last thing. And maybe people will bring up more in the chat as we go. Nice,
I got him!
Nice kill on Batman.
Okay, and I guess it's nice.
So, this game, this teaser, which is going to come up on the screen in a second, the enter the code 76... I keep saying it wrong, but whatever. The 76 code. This code, actually, if you look in the background, and you might need to turn up your screen brightness for this. I made it as big as possible without taking up the whole screen here. But this image, if you look closely, and I'll show Nate here too, even though he's already looked at it, that is a Talon in the background. That is the face of Talon, which was the enforcer and assassin for the Court of Owls in the Scott Snyder story. The Court of Owls, and also, so it was like Court of Owls and City of Owls as well. It's been a little bit since I've read them, but if you haven't read those comics, you've probably seen Batman versus Robin, at least, because that is actually another place where Talon shows up. And he's actually fleshed out probably even a little more as a individual in that more than the comics. In the comics, he is in his own comic series, which is a spin-off. Comics are complicated. Oh, we got a super chat, by the way, from Ryan Platts. It'll be Batman, Dick Grayson, Robin, and Batgirl. Hey, man, that's my hope. Hey, thank you so much. Oh, another super chat from you. Hey, thank you, as playables. Dude, that's my hope. And it kind of seems like a lot of these characters have been hinted at over time.
That's what it kind of seems like, but it's hard to cipher through all the riddles that we get every day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I know. That's the thing. Is this your water or mine?
That's mine.
Okay, what do I do with mine? Oh, here it is. So, I think we should go over this again later some, right? Because there's going to be people joining the live stream later on. We've only been in 15 minutes.
Right.
I've already talked my whole hour and a half.
You're like, well, live stream over, guys.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Mission failed. We'll get them next time. So,
yeah, I think so. If we want to talk about this, I like the concept because the game seems to be having the Court of Owls as like the main central villains.
Yes.
So it would make sense that, there's all these like riddles and puzzles and things like that they would be sending Batman, or in this case, you, like the viewer. So I think that's kind of cool as like a premise, but after like 5 years since a Batman game, it's like, just give us the game.
Yeah. I think that's sort of an overall, okay, here's the thing. I can't really... Why don't you back out of here and see if we got an invite? Because I know that some of the Arkham Rogues, which you should check out the description, they help keep Batman Arkham Origins alive. So manage invites. Let's see if we got any. They're going to be trying to help us find lobbies as well. So nobody sent an invite yet. Regardless, we'll try a quick match again. The thing with this is I have conflicting attitudes on it. Now, I have talked... I don't really know how much I can say. I'm not under an NDA, but I'm not really supposed to like go around running my mouth. I have talked a little bit to people over the last year and a half who have been loosely connected to stuff going on with this whole thing. That's the most I can say with it.
You're best friends with WB Games president.
No,
is what you're saying.
Absolutely not. No.
Okay.
But the thing is, I try to be very careful with reporting on leaks or things like that. And also, if I ever talk to someone official, I just keep it to myself.
Yeah.
Because I figure that's the professional thing to do. I don't really want to build trust up with somebody and then immediately have someone like... You know what I mean? Like, if I told someone private, like, hey, I'm working on this video for the channel, I wouldn't want them to immediately go to Twitter and be like, hey, Degenerate Jay's doing this thing,
Right.
So I try not to do that. However, with the things I've heard, which you can just take with a grain of salt because I can't get too into it, along with these leaks, along with the last year, along with the beginning of these symbols way back, it really does seem like this is pretty... confirmed that there's a Batman game with the Court of Owls.
Yeah, I think it is pretty confirmed.
I don't really know at this point who is actually not expecting that,
right?
Or I don't know. That's my only complaint, if you can even call it that. And it's not with WB; it's with the games industry in general. Is a lot of things are kept a secret, which to me, I get the hype building and stuff, but I'm always like, hey man, I just want to know,
right?
Because for me, it's like if they told me right now, hey, we are making a new. We're making a new Batman game. It's $80. I'd be like, okay, how do I pre-order this?
Right.
I'd be like, okay, shut the hell up, take my money,
So super chat.
Oh, we got a super chat from Jack Dynan. Thank you. Do you like Batman Forever and Irish people? Dude,
I like one of them, but not the other, and I'll leave that up to your imagination.
I'm actually like 30% Irish. Believe it or not. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, Irish.
When is this stream done?
Irish, Norwegian, and Swedish, mostly, for me. So...
How do you feel about potatoes?
Here's the thing I will say, before we get too off track. Irish girls with the Irish accent, holy cow. Especially if you got, red hair and freckles, and you're just, the whole Irish package. You're fit. I'm down. That's all I'm saying.
So you don't like overweight girls?
That's not what I said,
Okay.
Nate. I said a preference that I have.
Anyways, back to your Batman.
No, I want to talk about girls now.
Oh, okay.
That's anyway. Back to this whole thing. That's why I single-handedly funded this ARG. Was because I wanted to reveal Batgirl, who has red hair. That's it.
And she's fit.
That's it.
Which I like fit girls.
By the way, Jack Dynan, thank you for the super chat. I actually really like Batman Forever. It's not a great movie. I love it.
It was fun.
I grew up, that was the Batman movie I watched growing up. So, that was super fun for me. Actually, in the background, I have a Jim Carrey Riddler and a Val Kilmer Batman Funko Pop. So, yes, I'm certainly a fan. It's got some problems, and it's a funny movie. But it's definitely better than Batman and Robin. Oh, whoa, we got some more super chats. Thank you very much. Thank you from Macy Plays. No message, but I'm just going to take that as a thank you. And a message from Dog, is it Haymark? Are you a fellow Swede? Take some Kroner. Hey, thank you very much. I am a partial Swede who doesn't know a lot about my own heritage. We have a Swedish plate hanging up, like a decoration plate
Swedish.
In my kitchen as well.
So does that make you fully Swedish?
That means I've embraced my heritage.
Okay, I put up a plate.
I basically am currently working on Wakanda for hot people from Sweden, Ireland, and Norway only.
Oh.
Women only. And basically it's going to be like Jonestown, except none of us are going to die. So
I like it.
It's going to be great. It's fantastic. I do like Tommy Lee Jones as an actor, yes. But anyway, regardless of all that, obviously I'm not going to get into everything. And I do want to point out that that essentially people are ahead on these leaks. So people have gotten ahead and seen things ahead with the Arkham Legacy or Gotham Knights, which I am more and more convinced is not an Arkham game. Maybe it is, but it seems like they're trying to connect this and Suicide Squad. At least that's the reports in the background. I don't really know how you'd connect Suicide Squad now to the Arkham universe. You'd have to go all over in timeline to establish the Justice League and all this stuff, and then you'd have to retroactively be like, well, where was Superman when stuff was happening to Metropolis? Or, I'm sorry, to Gotham.
Yeah.
Or why wasn't the Flash helping when Scarecrow showed? You know what I'm saying? You'd have to add in all this stuff. And we know that a lot of those characters exist, but they exist so much in the background that it's worked. Super chat from Cam Extra. Thank you very much. We appreciate you.
That was very unenthusiastic of you.
Very extra. No, I'm out of breath.
Oh, you're like, super chat from Cam. Okay.
No, I appreciate you.
Very cool.
So that's the thing. I don't know what else to throw out there other than people are ahead on these teases. Things like this. So things like people were figuring out Jordan Alleman, by getting into the HTML of the site, was able to see things ahead in the week ahead, right?
Yeah.
So there's been some anger at that as well, in terms of people being like, well, we're not even supposed to see this yet. However, I feel like that's part of the detective work, is people figuring it out ahead of time. I don't think that there's a set order and it's like, well, you beat the order!
You won too fast.
Yeah, exactly. So it's interesting to me. There's so much, dude. What do you think about all this? I mean, other than the Court of Owls, I really do want to see them in this game and to see a connected universe, because it's seeming more and more like that's what we're going to see. Is why would they reveal both things within a few days of each other? I guess it's not fully revealed, but the Suicide Squad game from Rocksteady and this from WB, and the fact that previously they worked on 2 games in the same universe together as well, Origins and then the original Rocksteady games. Mm-hmm. It's just a lot to just be like, nah, none of it's connected.
Yeah, I think that it's too much of a, I don't want to say a coincidence, but it's too much of a, with them revealing it back to back, both ahead of DC Fandome and all that stuff, it just seems like they are connected to me. And also, if you think about it, if this Gotham Knights game is a continuation in the Arkham universe, kind of like what you said earlier, it wouldn't really make sense. Because they've extended the universe pretty far.
Yeah.
And then now just throwing in like, oh, hey, now there's a Suicide Squad game too. It's... Well, then if Gotham Knights is in the Arkham universe, it's like, well, is Suicide Squad in it too? Or is that its own thing? Because I think a Suicide Squad game, if it was just a Suicide Squad game and that was it, would anyone really care? Like, no offense, it might be cool, but it's... I think it works out better.
Yes.
If it was like a connected game with Gotham Knights, and if they were to have this be the start of like a gaming universe.
Well, yeah, because you and I were talking about that. By the way, we will get to the super chat in just a minute. Sleep deprived, I am paying attention to it.
We are sleep deprived.
We appreciate you. I do want to add to what Nate just said here that I think that without... They would beat Marvel to this. Do you realize that?
Yeah.
This would be like the first time in quite a while that they beat Marvel to something other than just... No offense to Marvel, I think DC has had a higher quality of comic book writing for probably the last decade-ish.
Yeah.
Like, there's been individual stories from Marvel that have been fantastic. However, overall, I think DC Comics have done a great job. But I don't think, like, they got to the party late with movies.
Yep.
You know, they had their individual movies, but I don't think they realized how much money was in the shared universe until the MCU just went bonkers with it. And at the same time, obviously, you know, Marvel got out here ahead of them and announced, you know, there's so much stuff with the MCU, like getting Spider-Man back was a big hype, whereas the DCEU, after the BVS blunder, was never a huge hype for a lot of people. So
yeah.
DC kind of lost people on certain things that Marvel held them on, and this would be a way to beat Marvel to an idea and do it well, because Rocksteady and WB Games Montreal do pretty much everything they touch well.
Yeah.
So
minus the Batmobile and Arkham Knight.
Yeah, and I still like it. You know, that's the thing, is I still like it there. I think it's too much, but I still very much enjoy it.
Yeah.
When the worst you can say about the WB Games Montreal and Rocksteady games is, oh, this is amazing, but, you know, when that's the worst you can say, that's a pretty good set of hands to leave future projects in, especially for establishing a connected universe. I mean, look right now at what Marvel's doing. We have Marvel's Avengers. It's its own thing. It's not connected. It's getting a lot of bad press. It's a fun game. I like it, but between the Spider-Man kind of blunder with PlayStation, where people are pissed off about that, between all of the exclusive things like Virgin Mobile, oh, you get exclusive skins and Intel, and Five Gum. Yeah, exactly. Between all these things together, like, that's getting, like, hit pretty hard. This is an amazing time for WB to be getting good press, and that's kind of what this would do. By the way, before you respond to that, can I hit our super chat real quick?
No.
Sleep Deprived the King said, who do you think would play Robin better than Chris O'Donnell? He wasn't that bad, but he never represented what the character means to me. I agree, he's not bad at all. I think that he was fun in Forever and really weird in Batman and Robin. It seemed like he didn't want to be there.
Well, did anyone really want to be there?
That's a good point, actually. I'm glad that it wasn't... I'm glad that they didn't just go with the idea of Officer Blake being Robin and keep making Dark Knight movies, probably. That could have been really cringe.
Well, I actually liked Joseph Gordon-Levitt as... I would have liked him as Robin. Like, I really liked him.
I did too.
And I was actually kind of disappointed when there wasn't another one, because I didn't get to see him as Robin.
But my problem is that because of how banged up Bruce was by that time, I think they would have had to have reworked the story.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that going back to DC, I do think this is a good time for DC. I do think Marvel messed up by not making the Avengers game in the shared universe with Spider-Man.
Right.
I do think that was a huge blunder, and that was a big missed opportunity. Because then they also could have expanded on that universe and included other games.
Yeah, like, why is... Like, the Ultimate Alliance games are all their own run, obviously, and I know those were started forever ago, but just bear with me. Those were all their own run. The Avengers game is its own thing. They're even making a new Spider-Man for it, apparently, which is odd.
Yeah.
And then they have the Insomniac Spider-Man, and he's going to have his own universe with Spider-Man people, which is very Sony-centric. It almost reminded me of what the the MCU had happened to it before they got Tom Holland, where it was like Sony was like, well, fine, we'll make our own universe. And they started with Andrew Garfield, and people were like...
Which was amazing.
Yeah, sure. People were like, with the first Andrew Garfield movie, oh, this is fun. You know, that's about the main thing. And then with 2, they were like, oh, this is bad. And then they were saying, like, well, we'll make a Sinister Six movie and all this other stuff. And be like,
which I was excited for.
Yeah, well, you were excited for it, though, because you wanted the closure of those movies.
But I also wanted a Sinister Six movie.
Yes. But I think it would probably be better not off in that universe, too.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the consensus everybody came to.
It'd be better in the MCU and not in a Sony universe.
Yeah, I mean, like, in a Sony universe where there's really weird, I don't know, takes on characters. Regardless, my point of this is it seems like this is kind of... the Marvel games have been segmented in the same way that they used to have the problem with their characters for the MCU. It's like, hey, X-Men are over here. Hey, we've got over here, not X-Men, we've got like the Avengers. Hey, over there's Spider-Man, but he's also in this, but he's not in that. Don't put him in that. You know, it's weird. And if WB can beat that, because things like teasing Batgirl and Two-Face and all this stuff within a few days of the whole Kill the Justice League thing coming out, it just seems odd. Are they really going to do Kill the Justice League and there's one Batman in one game and then a different Batman in the Batman game?
At least you'd hope not.
No, I would hope not. That would be dumb. That'd
kind of a very poor decision.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm going to, really upset WB here. I don't think so. I don't think they care too much. But I think they would agree that that's the idea, is to sort of establish that kind of universe. Because essentially... they tried to do that actually with Arkham. Believe it or not. There's so many references to other characters.
Oh, yeah.
It seemed like Rocksteady and WB were both, not like, well, we can't make a Zatanna game, so we'll reference her, but almost like, hey, we're making a Batman game, you know what would make this world more fun? If you know Zatanna exists, or if you know John Constantine had a paranormal investigations office in Gotham. You know, they were kind of doing that stuff and building this extended universe. I think the next step to that is to build a universe that actually interconnects in the same way the MCU does, but in game narrative. And not just in narrative, but gameplay. To know, hey, I'm Batman. This is the same Batman from Kill the Justice League. You see him from that angle there. You see him from this angle here. But wait, Flash is out there. Oh, maybe there will be a Flash game. This could be a way to build infinite hype and infinite branch-offs in a games universe.
And please give me my Green Lantern game that doesn't suck. I'm looking at you, Rise of the Manhunters.
Yeah, I actually have that in the other room. It's a sad thing. That's one of the few games I ever bought where they were like, at GameStop, it doesn't come with the original case. Do you care? And I was like, no. I just like took it sadly.
Like,
and the guy asked me, why are you buying this? I was like, I have to make a video. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't...
Well, it would be one of the biggest blunders if they didn't.
Yeah, if there was no shared games universe, or if Marvel beat them there.
Yeah, if it was just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna make a Suicide Squad game, and now here's an Arkham or Gotham Knight game.
Yeah,
and then Marvel actually made an extended universe with the branching off from the Avengers.
Yeah,
that would be a mistake.
Well, that's the weird thing though with Marvel too, is I think that they've kind of pigeonholed themselves in a position where they can't. What are they going to do? They're going to make Spider-Man his own universe, have a Spider-Man in this universe. Would they make games for him in that universe too? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They've split it in a way where consumers are not stupid, but consumers don't like overly complicated stuff where it's like, oh, look, there's this continuity and this continuity and this continuity. Comic fans are used to that. Fans of just... games and movies and that version of comic book interpretation are not as used to it. I don't think they'd be as receptive to, hey, we got 3 Spider-Men and 3 continuity and stuff like that. And that's why I'm saying that I think this would be a better idea.
Right.
So, I don't know. What does the chat think? Do you want me to play around?
Well, actually, I'm playing as Robin. I kind of want to play as him.
That's totally fine.
Okay. To answer Captain Rex's question, I simped for Green Lantern because he was my original favorite superhero.
Green who? Green Arrow?
Green Lantern.
Green Hornet?
No, not Green Arrow.
Green Hornet.
Green Arrow's my favorite, especially the CW Green Arrow.
Okay. Stephen Amell's actually a good actor, despite that show having its problems. Oh, can I mention one more thing, by the way?
No.
It's something I forgot to bring up. The Gotham Knights was actually originally a comic book series, which, might I add, heavily featured Batgirl. So, there's a possible tie-in right there in this. Also, could just be that they came up with the name.
Yeah.
And copied the Gotham Knights over on Twitter, which I'm a member of.
Ooh.
Perhaps they
Nice shout out.
found us and stolen our clout.
They stole your cloud?
Clout.
Oh, okay.
Not my cloud of me, but my clout. But yeah, I don't know. I think that it needs to be connected in order to build that hype, I guess, around the Suicide Squad, because it's an odd pick for a game. It could be really fun. Like, I love Harley, I love Captain Boomerang. Some of these characters in it are fun. Deadshot could be really fun to play as, but the Suicide Squad is not a household name, especially not because of that movie.
No, that movie kind of killed all hype.
Yeah, so
Or potential hype.
Oh no, that guy's coming. Yeah, so that's the thing is I don't really know how this will work out. I guess the one thing that movie did was tell people who the Suicide Squad are.
Yeah, I guess.
Like maybe.
I guess even bad publicity is publicity.
Yeah, like maybe people now know of the Suicide Squad because of all that marketing, and maybe that's not part of this push, but part of like how it could survive without a tie-in. But I think it's pretty obvious that if we're back to making games like Suicide Squad, almost like back when we were making Superman Returns and stuff, this is going to have to be a universe.
What are we, some sort of Suicide Squad?
What are we, some sort of connected universe by WB Games and Rocksteady Squad Redacted?
That better be the next tweet.
Actually, what he would say is, what are we, some sort of redacted squad?
Nice.
What's going on in the chat? Let's see. Eat My Tacos says, I hope it has King Shark. That'd be really fun, play as King Shark. I don't know how you do that without it being very bloody.
Well, they can make it bloody.
Yeah, they could make a rated M game, but the only time they did that in recent years was the Arkham Knight, and it wasn't really that rated M.
Why was it rated M? Because it wasn't anything worse than
I don't know.
The other Arkham games.
Hey, you should try to get those 4 different takedowns for me for a trophy.
I'm good.
Come on, give me that trophy, dude. Don't you care about my achievements in life? How'd this guy see you?
Also, how did he headshot me?
I have no idea.
He
Colin
one
says,
shot at me.
Oh, wait, so let's read Victor's, then Colin's. Victor says, Jay, I totally agree because they make a great universe and they could build towards a team-up game or something like that with all characters established. I completely think so. Imagine like a good Superman game or a good Wonder Woman game. They could all play differently.
Or a good Green Lantern game.
Or a good Green Lantern game. Any of these could be different. I mean, Green Lantern could kind of be the Guardians of the Galaxy of this universe, out in outer space. That's where he works best, as a space cop. You know? And then you have Superman doing stuff on Earth, maybe some in space. You could have Wonder Woman on Earth dealing with like Greek gods and stuff like that. Almost a God of War style game.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
There's so much stuff you could do with that.
And then we could have my second favorite Justice League member, Aquaman.
Yes, you could have an Aquaman game.
That'd be cool.
It'd be, well, and I would have said it would be really difficult to program and stuff, but now that we've seen games almost solely about and underwater, like Subnautica, I really do think it's a doable
Yeah, very much so.
idea. Also, we had a chat from Colin. Well, at the end of Arkham Origins, when Deathstroke got thrown a clipboard, if you read it, it says Suicide Squad, so I think they might make it an Arkham game. But the thing is that was a tease from 2013. It's now 7 years later, and they reportedly had worked on a Suicide Squad game that got scrapped in the meantime. Now, I don't have confirmation of that, because the people I've talked to didn't know, anything about, like... I was not talking about anything else other than...
You were talking about Suicide Squad.
Well, no, I was talking about, like, Batman stuff with the few people I've talked to. So it's like, I don't know anything about previous projects more than anybody else. But what I will say is that it does seem like all the rumors and all of the released stuff show that there's been a few projects that have been canceled at WB Games. I mean, Project Sabbath looked like it was the original Arkham Legacy with Damian Wayne. Doesn't seem like that's happening anymore. We also saw Suicide Squad stuff way back that really never came to fruition, and then we also saw, Superman stuff. And it sort of seems like there have been ideas for games that have either been never picked up or they were starting to get worked on and then didn't pan out. And this seems like it's something else. So, by the way, all the good gameplay you see is me, and all the bad gameplay is Nate. That's
Very
how
interesting.
That's how we do it here. So, I don't know. That's kind of my idea in terms of why I don't think it would be an Arkham game. But I do agree that that was probably the plan, right? Why else would they tease that? Do you remember that at the end of Origins?
I do remember that, yeah.
And everyone was like, oh, cool, because like everybody liked Deathstroke in that. Then instead we just see Deathstroke come back as a tank battle, but that, he's back.
But even a bad Deathstroke is still Deathstroke.
That's true.
So it works.
Is this like your attempt to put like positive spins on things?
Yeah, I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to shake the negative.
Thank you so much.
But I get one shot.
Because you're so bad.
Well, this guy one-shots me.
Hey man, I don't know what to tell you. You're just bad.
I feel like everyone else needs to be handicapped.
Sophia and Ali wants a shout out. Hello. How are you doing? What is your shout out? Is it I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name right. Does that look like Sophia and Ali?
Yeah, Sophia Yan Ali. Is that the daughter of Muhammad Ali?
Oh, Ali. Sophia and Ali. Okay, so here's the thing. My father met Sophia and Ali when he was a drinker.
Sounds very rapey.
No, she was the bartender.
Oh, okay.
Now, here's the thing. My father taught me how to wet my lips with my tongue, so I never got dry when talking. Nate, I'm gonna need you to settle down and get that guy. It's about sending a message.
Hey, really?
Well, to be fair, my head was in front of you.
Well, someone came around with like a heat seeker missile.
A Deathstroke game. That would be interesting. What would it be though? Call of Duty? I don't know how you do that. I think that
What if you could shoot off walls and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's a really cool idea, but I think that would work best in the Suicide Squad game. Like, why would you... You know what I'm saying? Do you really think... Here's the thing. Who has the brand power in Suicide Squad alone to sell a game by themselves? Harley Quinn. That's probably it. Like, that's the biggest character. I don't know if they'd really make a Deathstroke game or a Deadshot game or like a Captain Boomerang game, or you know what I'm saying?
Killer Croc.
Killer Croc the game.
Killer Croc.
That looks really bad. I'm not saying anything about it.
I want to take a screenshot.
I'm not saying anything about that. No, it's pretty bad. No, you're gonna get in trouble like that sports commentator.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think it's a cool idea. I just don't think that you'd really be able to maintain it. Or sell that.
Yeah, it would be hard.
EST Newcomb's asked, by the way, our thoughts basically on the Avatar universe. We love it. We love the Avatar
universe. It's like Avatar Last Airbender?
Yeah, Avatar Last Airbender, Legend of Korra, the comics, stuff like that.
That's one of my favorite shows of all time.
Yeah, love it. People who are not checking out are missing out. Missing out. Can't talk. Yeah, that was a bad ending to a match. Holy cow. Brandon Hughes asked, will you guys ever do Traumatic Trash videos again? I know they weren't super popular, but you guys cracked me up playing those horrible games. Yeah, I'd like to bring back Traumatic Trash. Nate, do you remember those?
I do.
Play a game for an hour.
I was never in one of them.
Or were you not?
No, I never was.
You should be in one.
I wasn't, because I'm not funny.
You're funny, come on.
Everyone hates me.
What'd you send me? Oh, nice. Nate got a good picture of the end of the match.
Epic.
It was pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing. We are still going to hang out here and talk about the possibilities of the game. I think we've covered most of what's revealed, so far.
Yeah.
Can you think of anything else that's revealed other than the Two-Face image, which I didn't show? Which actually I could probably find real quick if you give me a second.
Of the Two-Face image?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't really know what else to say. I do like I am excited for the game. I'm happy we're actually finally getting legitimate teases and stuff like that, rather than just like small Remember like 3-4 months ago how there was like a tiny little tease and everyone's like, what does this mean?
Yeah, the original symbols.
Yeah, now we're actually getting like legitimate actual images from the game.
Yes.
So I guess I'm really happy about that. I'm excited to see what they say on Saturday.
Yeah, same. I don't I think I'm adding in the Two-Face image as well here, which you should be able to see. I added it in the best I could. You should definitely check out these people on Twitter, by the way. A lot of these people have figured this stuff out. Like this one was from Prezobard. So a lot of these images as well have been found through these codes, and this was the Two-Face image. I don't really know if there's anything else to say other than it has face, and it has face and two. And that's it. Should be showing up.
I think it's pretty obvious it's Two-Face, though.
Yes.
So...
yeah, I don't know how it wouldn't be. But I'm not sure if that's actually showing up yet or not.
You know what would be cool, actually? If they made the Suicide Squad game, but then they made a sequel game to it called Justice League Kill the Suicide Squad.
Why would they kill the Suicide Squad, though?
Because the Suicide Squad tried to kill them, so they're getting revenge.
Okay. Got it.
So...
I'm not sure if I can actually make... oh, I did. Okay. I was trying to make this image show up on the actual live stream because I had to do this one last minute. So you should definitely check out this person as well on Discord. Or, I'm sorry, on Twitter. Yeah, I know, it wasn't showing. It took a minute because it was actually... it's like Elgato. The streaming software I use is kind of iffy sometimes for me. I like it, but I don't fully understand how to run it is probably my problem. So... I don't know, let me know what you think about that as well. It's interesting because what else could this mean? Like, face 2? Do you really think that that's like... oh, it's...
Killer Croc!
Balloon Man!
What?
I don't know, I just made somebody up. Like, obviously this
Be
is
careful.
going to be...
The DC comic writers here just heard that. And they're like, ooh, new Batman villain.
Oh, Balloon Man! Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. This is all very fascinating to me. Oh, we did also want to talk about, I guess we can come back to the Batman game stuff, but I feel like we need a break from that specifically. We did want to talk about, though, when to expect some of this stuff at DC Fandome.
Yeah. Do you have, like, the times and stuff like that you want to share?
Oh, yes, I do, my friend.
Do you happen to have a picture very handy?
I did. I shut the tab on accident.
Oh, you're not really going along here.
DC Fandome schedule. Finding it right now. I'm finding it. Give me a minute. Okay,
where is this?
So a lot of the stuff that I'm thinking we're going to be interested in is in the Hall of Heroes panel. You're going to be able to watch this stuff online. It's very easy to find the information about how to get to DC Fandome. Just Google search how to watch DC Fandome.
Yeah.
That's pretty obvious. I mean, if you're here, you understand English, I'm sure, so you should be able to figure that one out.
And if you can't check out the...
shut up. Don't mention that panel. Don't
check out the
3:30
p.m. time slot.
On the Age of Heroes. There's some things here that I'm really interested in and some things I'm not. I do want to say, though, that the DC Fandome's a really cool idea. Yeah, this is like E3 for DC fans.
Has this ever been done before? I actually don't know.
Well, DC's done like online reveals and stuff, but not like this, no.
Okay. So
it's pretty cool. I mean, I would expect that maybe in the future we'll see something else like this again, if this goes well.
Yeah.
10:30, though. For the Hall of Heroes, 10:30 a.m., I should come back over here, 10:30 a.m. Pacific time or 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, there is a Warner Bros. Games Montreal announcement.
And what is that in Trinidad and Tobago time?
People always ask me time zone stuff. Like, there's a converter, please. I'm not a math teacher.
How does that have to do with math?
But yeah, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time or 10:30 a.m. Pacific Time. So that is a Warner Bros. Games announcement. Actually, Montreal. That's worth mentioning. It is the Montreal one, not just WB Games in general as the publisher. So we know that that's going to be something. That seems to be the culmination of all of this that we're going to get. Also, on that day, let's see, where is it? Blah, da da da, da 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 da. There's another one as well. Oh yeah, 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time and 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, there is a panel for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, where I would obviously expect to get more information about Suicide Squad.
What if it's not?
Kill the Justice. Yeah, it's just like a how to social distance panel or something. I don't know.
That would be at the 131.
3:30.
3:31.
No, I don't know. By the way, we're memeing on 3:30. It's like we just, the name is funny, but regardless, I think that's probably going to be a thing for like first responders and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Lame. If they actually celebrate like cool people who are helping out, I'm down for it.
I'm not. I want to celebrate bad people.
Nate's going to tune in for Batman, then he's going to tune out as soon as like good people in the world are celebrating.
Yeah, the milliseconds it goes up, I'm out. It's like, oh man, I don't want to hear about feel-good stories. I don't want to hear about heroes.
I'd rather rewatch like tragedies throughout history that have been caught on tape, such as certain events that will not be mentioned.
That'll be epic.
Yeah, I don't know. This whole thing is... There's a lot.
Yeah, besides like the Batman and the Suicide Squad, which panel are you most excited for?
Can I mention something, by the way, first?
Yeah.
Ethan Castillo's comment is very on point. He says, "You are all dumb. They are referencing the infamous Batman villain Two-Face from issue 2954 of Batman the Comic Film Series. He is a resident of Earth 2349, and they are specifically referencing his face."
Wow, so, I think Ethan's onto something.
I think we found a new sleuth. That's what I think this all is. It's essentially like, I don't remember what it was called, but you know that like cicada, whatever, like the old, I think it was on Reddit and 4chan, and it was essentially supposedly a way for the government to recruit not cryptozoologists. Am I an idiot?
What the heck?
The code breaker people. It was a way for them to like bring in code breaker people and investigators for the FBI.
Chat.
Yeah, I don't know. So maybe it's like that. Who knows? James Cotter says everybody gangsta until Nate gets a kill.
Oh, hey, I got a lot of kills.
Hey,
I think I probably got like 6 or 7 this game.
I feel like you haven't gotten me any trophies. That's the real problem.
Well, okay, let me look at my KD. I guarantee it's good.
Oh, I guarantee.
And I got a Robin skin. I got Red
Robin.
Robin.
Wow.
And I got dual wield nail guns.
I think we should back out of the lobby and actually change some of this stuff.
No.
I think we should.
Okay, look at my 7 and 5. I went 7 and 5. People cannot make fun of me anymore. I am the best.
Yeah. That's true. So, you asked me what I'm most excited for.
Yeah, I think besides the Batman stuff, I'm pretty excited for...
Aquaman panel.
Yeah, there's an Aquaman panel at 4. I'm really excited to see what they say about that.
You know what would be funny? I kind of want the Ask Harley Quinn panel to be funny at 4:15 p.m. I wonder if they're going to have the voice actress there.
Like Margot Robbie?
No, she's not the voice actress. Like
Margot Robbie?
Yes, Margot Robbie will be there. They definitely got her just to...
Come to DC Fandome,
No,
Margot.
I just wonder if they'll have any of the... Because some voice actors are going to be here. Yeah. I also don't know who's going to play Batman in this, because I thought Roger Craig Smith said he wasn't at this event for this, so I don't really know. It could be Troy Baker.
What if they got Kevin Conroy?
Yeah, I thought he already said that he wasn't involved in this game.
Oh, okay.
Because like a while ago they asked him, "Are you involved in the new Batman game?" And I thought he said no. So there's a lot of stuff. Which, by the way, is another funny thing with when people are like, "This game's not real." It's like, okay, yeah, you're right. Everybody's just making it up, including like Kevin Conroy and all these people. They're all just evil.
Well, they're all fake.
They're all in on the conspiracy.
No, I'm just saying they don't exist.
Oh,
they're all made up people.
Do you like that? Do you like Red Robin? Everybody else likes Red Robin.
No, I don't like that at all.
Okay, do you like that?
Yeah, I like that one, and I like the Year One.
All right, well, no one cares what you think.
Okay.
Let's do Sinestro Corps.
Let's do Batman Incorporated.
No, I don't think
we
we
get
will.
Nut Cup Batman.
What's going on in the chat? You can check the chat.
No, I'm good.
Cool.
I don't like checking chats.
What's the point of this, by the way? You can't even see this when you're holding it.
It's very important, actually.
Okay.
I feel like you don't know the inner nuances of Arkham Origins multiplayer.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm pretty bad. Do you want something other than the submachine gun?
Yeah, let's do an assault rifle.
Well, that's what we have on the Bane class. So you like that more? The Bane class?
I like it more than the submachine gun, yeah.
Okay. Is it... Well, yeah, we probably don't want a shotgun or something.
Let's get a sniper.
We'd probably be terrible.
What if we were like quick scoping people? Yeah.
Well, check the chat, Nate.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Dark Sandwich 123. I said your name.
He wanted you to say his name.
Yeah, he just wanted me to say his name.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Hayden Turner says, Jay, what new villains do you want in the Batman game? So I actually have, I know he asked you, but I'm going to give one.
No, I'd like to hear yours too.
This is a character I think has been heavily overlooked all the time. Scarface.
Yeah!
He would be a really, really cool villain.
Oh, yeah,
that for some reason never gets any screen time, ever.
No, you're completely right. I've never understood that. They've always kind of neglected Scarface in a lot, actually. Not even just in games.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't see Scarface.
I think it would just be really creepy and really cool.
Yeah. Is this the... Oh yeah, that's the one where you smash people under you. Let's put that on.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's the one where you smash people underneath you.
Yeah.
When you're on top.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I don't know. Let me see here too, by the way, for panels. They are doing a Shazam panel as well at 4:30 p.m.
Oh.
So I don't know if that's in regards to a new movie or what it would be.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Let's see if we got any invites from anybody. We'll see if we can join this.
Is that you get an invite?
A little bit ago, but I'm not sure if we can still join it or not.
Okay.
We'll try, though. We will try. I think we joined a match, yes. I will play here in a minute as well.
Okay. Sophia Yan Ali says she really wants Prometheus and Black Mask.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would be amazing. Prometheus was teased actually in the original Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
And he never showed up. And then there was reportedly plans to bring him into the Season of Infamy. And that didn't happen. So, it would be cool to finally see him in a game.
Yeah, I guess my thing with villains would be, I really hope they do something different than just Joker.
Yeah.
And Penguin.
Right. You don't want to see the main three.
And Riddler.
Yeah.
It's like, I would like to see different villains.
Yeah.
Like, I would like to see Killer Croc be a main villain instead of just Guy in Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
That was cool. I would like to see other villains like I said, Scarface. Firefly would be cool.
Well, I think you should replace Riddler with Cluemaster in this. I mean, like, they're very similar, but it would at least add a different layer to it.
Yeah.
And Cluemaster, I believe, is also tied to... who is it? I always mess it up. I think it's Cassandra Cain is tied to Cluemaster as well. I think that's his daughter.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it's... No, maybe it's... It's not Stephanie. Yeah, I'd have to think. I'm like losing the Batman canon in my head right now because I'm kind of like tired. But, yes, and I will look that up as well because now I feel dumb for forgetting. Anything else going on in the chat?
Your daily dose of Omid says, rock and roll is stream sniping. We ought to beware for him.
Oh, no. Also, it is Stephanie Brown, is the daughter of Cluemaster.
Oh, okay.
So that's a way to tie that together as well, because Stephanie Brown is also, you know, a very renowned member of the Bat family. She's been Robin, she's been Batgirl, she's been the Spoiler as well. So a lot of different characters there. I do think the Bat family should be expanded on in whatever this game is.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it should just end up being Batman, Dick Grayson, Tim Drake, Barbara. I think that really you should add in some other people, like maybe Stephanie Brown, Cassandra Cain, Jason Todd, some of these characters that we don't see as much as part of the family, and we just see them later other than the comics.
Alfred from Batman versus Robin with the shotgun.
Yeah, Alfred with the shotgun.
That'd
He's
be
also
awesome.
got that in Injustice.
Cool.
The
I like
comics.
it.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't expand the roster of both the heroes and villains. Because the Bat family has probably one of the best rosters of characters in all of comics.
Yeah.
I mean, they're very well done. Oh, crap.
I also would be mad if they just throw in the arbitrary Riddler trophies again.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Like, we've had enough. Just put those to bed.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, man, I just got destroyed.
Huh.
Nate, do you need more water or anything?
No, I have some water. Thank you.
Okay, well, you need to talk more. You're putting me on the spot here. I'm running out of things to say.
You need to talk for 4 hours straight.
You're right. I'm so sorry. Toxic Phantom 117 asked, what about Maxi Zeus? That'd be a cool character to see. We didn't really... I mean, we saw his nightclub, and we saw references to him. It's weird that we didn't see him really either. Some of those characters that we saw references to would be really neat to actually see in action.
Yeah.
But it depends also, like, again, on continuity. Are you going to... are you trying to make this an Arkham game? If so, the continuity is going to be a little different. Just stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that... I just think it would work better as just its own game, but it kind of depends. I do definitely just want to see other villains. If it's just the generic Joker again, I'm going to be kind of mad.
Yeah, and I don't think Joker's generic, but I think the choice is at this point. If that's the one...
It's very vanilla.
Well, that's the choice that they focused on for the last 4 games.
Yeah, it's like... So, it's just like, oh, Batman, let's put in Joker. It's like, okay.
Right, I think at a certain point you do need to branch out. I do think that eventually, if this is a shared universe, you should bring in a Joker.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that necessarily should be the focus of a starting game, obviously. Especially, I mean, I made the joke as well about the Court of Jokers. Essentially, where you have, like...
The Court of Joker.
Yeah, it's like Joker is actually every Court of Owls member and the Talon, and they all work for the Joker, and... I don't know. We just don't need a big Joker twist this time. Be nice to see it without that.
Zombie Slayer says, do you guys think they should try and do an online mode again? I think they should. Can you imagine a cool... Like, maybe not this. Maybe switch up game modes and gameplay and stuff like that, but can you imagine another online mode that actually works?
Well, this works.
It works.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It works better.
It's not great.
Right.
That'd be awesome, actually, because I think this was a very underrated feature of this game.
Yeah, so what I would want to see if you do that is you not pulling resources away from the primary game.
Right.
Because I think these games are... Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League seems like it's going to be a games as a service game. Believe it or not, I'm okay with that, depending on how it's handled, because something like... I don't know, something like the Avengers game seems like it's going to be fun. That's kind of a games as a service-y game. But however, these games are primarily... They've always been also enjoyable on your own. So I wouldn't want like Gotham Knights to come out and it's like, hey, if you don't have 3 friends, this game's worthless to you. That's what I don't want. Because there are games like that, you know, where it's like, hey, like Destiny. I enjoyed parts of Destiny. However, it was just kind of annoying how if you didn't have like a ton of people you knew, oh, sorry, you can't do the raid. Or, oh, sorry, you can't do this. And I don't want that to be the case if they do an online mode. That's the great thing about this. I mean, the Arkham Rogues, like I said, check them out in the description. They have their YouTube channel there. They also have, obviously, a Discord server, which is linked through their YouTube channel. People like them help keep this game alive. But when this game started out, it was like jump into a lobby. I'm not saying it was perfect, but it was like jump into a lobby by yourself and you could still have fun. And
right.
If you can't do that with multiplayer mode, it frustrates me. Like, you know, you and I play games together. I play games with Chris. I play games with T. And we're not always free at the same time. So,
yeah. It's hard to do sometimes, especially as you get older.
Yeah.
Because, like, back when we were kids, we had all the time we could ever want.
Yes.
But now that we're older, it's like, you know, we have work, we have, you know, I have, like, a wife.
Yeah.
I
have a girlfriend.
You have your mom.
I also have a girlfriend.
You like hanging out with your mother.
I do like hanging out with my mom. She's
You're
fun.
a mama's boy.
My mom's nice. We watched X-Men 1, 2, and 3 last week together. We had movie nights.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to watch that with my mom.
That's
now
okay.
You're rubbing it in.
That's all right.
My mom died.
Okay.
My mom didn't die.
Yeah, I know. I like how you had to save my face because you knew I wouldn't say anything.
No, I had to save...
You wanted to throw that in there just in case people thought I actually made fun of your dead mom.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to save my mom's credibility.
Oh, okay. When she joins the channel roster.
Yeah, she'll be like, oh, wait a minute.
Hey, Jay and Nate's mom play Metal Gear Solid. Like a new Let's Play going up. Jay and T's mom play Call of Duty Ghosts.
J&T's mom make a video.
JT's
It's
mom.
uploaded to the hub.
JT's mom and Nate's mom all hang out on Orange YouTube together with T's mom's husband. Yeah.
They're not married.
I thought they were getting married.
Well, they're engaged.
Oh, okay. Well, they should hurry up.
Wow.
Zesty left a super chat. Wow, thank you so much. Hey, wow. Hey, Jay. Hey, Nate. Sorry I haven't been very active lately. Been working a lot of hours, but I got my check today, so here you go. Dude, thank you so much. The super chats are never expected, but they are very helpful, especially during these... Wait a minute. I'm going to pull out the corporate line. During these unprecedented, challenging times. No, thank you, Zesty. We appreciate you very much. Thank you so much.
Ethan Costello says,
"Whoa, wow!" Ethan Costello says, "That's the first thing that the Court of Owls is taking is your voice."
Okay, let's try that again.
Yeah.
He says, I really, really, really want Nate to be an NPC that we can take down in Gotham Knights. JK, Nate should be a playable character.
Oh, man.
I like the way this guy thinks. And then I would just go around, like, offending people.
What would you do, like, hit people with your fat? And, like, expose them to your neck beard?
This is a great idea. No, I'd go around and say, like, an offensive joke.
Nate would show up and...
blue-haired girl would be, like, on the ground convulsing.
Nate would actually show up and he'd say things like... He would show up and be like, Green Lantern is a good movie. And, like, the thugs just drop dead.
Like, no!
They off themselves.
Such a bad opinion. Can't handle it.
Can't handle bad take. Oh, yeah, I was going to tell you, by the way, I last night was practicing this. I know you're not going to be able to tell because I just ran into a wall. And it put me on this map by myself as Batman. Like, it kicked everyone else out.
Oh, so you're just running around by yourself?
Yes.
Can you, like, beat up all those inmates?
Probably. Oh, okay. Well, that was odd how they just let me do that. Interesting. No, you can't. You can't beat up anybody. I wasn't paying attention to what you said. Oh, dude.
Oh, nice. Very epic.
See it, chump. I'm trying to get my Discord server to play the line "See you, chump" if we ban somebody.
Why?
Because I think it'd be funny, like if it did that, and I want it to also play if we give someone a like strike for like breaking the rules. I want it to play like I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. What's up with chat, by the way? I know you're getting tired, Nate, but we still have to maintain this stream for like another 20 or 30 minutes. Okay, what's going on in chat?
Sorry, I was just taking a nap.
That's okay.
Let's see.
I think you should look at the schedule, by the way, and tell me if you see anything else that you think would be fun that people should pay attention to.
Well, I was going to say, Nick Victory Fire says, hope they add more bat vehicles. You know, actually, I agree with that. Wouldn't that be cool if you could ride, like, the bat, like the motorcycle thing? And then also...
The Bat Pod?
Yeah, and then also the Batwing.
Yeah, that would be really cool. People have been asking for the Batwing forever because it's just been a...
It's just been a thing you, like, call in randomly once.
Yeah, or you fast travel with, and that's it. So...
Alright, I'll go look at the schedule.
I will... Oh, don't trip
Here's
over
the
the cord.
headphones, if you need them.
Thank you. Can you put them on my head, please? Thank you. I wish this guy would let me take him down. Oh, he's dead. Never mind.
So are we just talking about Saturday, or can I go through all of it?
Oh, you can go through all of them. I mean, there's different versions of the same...
I didn't know if I was only allowed to go to Saturday.
No.
I'm really excited for Truth, Justice, and the DC Comic Way.
I doubt they're going to be able to hear you from over there, Nate.
Oh, okay.
Oh, where'd this guy go? Oh, there he is. So what's going on in the chat? Chat. I'm surprised you guys are all still here. Yeah, the Bat Cycle. Expendable Indigo said they want the Bat Boat.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be
And
neat.
what if you could, like, raid...
Why can't I see?
What if you could raid penguins? Like
Raid Shadow Legends? Sponsor me, please.
Legend.
What was that? Raid Shago Leggins?
Hey, Shago Leggins!
No, dude, so I was sponsored by World of Tanks. Once I get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, we made it. Like, I might as well just... You know the old Japanese fall on the sword thing? I might as well just take care of it. and be done with my career because
Well, once you're done with them, you might as well just shut down your channel.
just shut down the channel. Oh, I got destroyed there.
Okay, let's see. Saturday there is a
Dark Sandwich, say my name again. Let's see. Nifty J said, "What do you guys think of the Harley Quinn show?" I haven't actually had time to watch it yet. I want to. I've seen clips. It's really funny.
I haven't seen it either.
But I'd like to. I mean, for me, it's more just been a time thing. The last I watched through Avatar: The Last Airbender recently. I loved it to death. I had never watched it, so amazing. Loved it. That is probably one of my favorite shows of all time. That I think I told Nate. Well, geez, I just got yeeted. Holy cow! The Batman hung himself there. I told Nate I think my favorite shows of all time, in no particular order, are Supernatural, Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Doom Patrol.
No, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Dexter, and the Clone Wars. That's probably my favorite shows of all time. So
That's good choices.
I'm just throwing those out there. I don't know. Are you really tired or something? Or are you just trying to put me on the spot here?
I'm trying to put you on the spot.
Oh, okay. Well,
so yeah, after looking at the schedule, I am excited for Wonder Woman 1984.
Stop bullying me!
Just cancel him on Twitter.
Come on, come here. Let me
just find his Twitter handle and dox him.
Oh! I tried to let go. Guys, come on. I'm trying to get my trophies here. You're supposed to let me cheat.
I feel like if you go up to the what's the Batman Discord people?
The Arkham Rogues?
Yeah, I feel like if you go up to them and say, "Hey, you let me get trophies?" They'll let you.
Well, yeah, I'm sure
they'll
would.
go into a lobby and they'll allow you to do that.
I'm sure they would, but I haven't really wanted to waste their time with that. They already helped me out with the streams and stuff.
Well, but they waste your time.
How?
By having us play.
Wait a minute, what? I don't think they asked me to play this. I think it was my idea.
Let's see what's going on in the chat. Milwaukee Jr. says top 10 hottest DC characters. Dick Grayson won.
Oh wait, are we doing a joke list or actual list?
I think we're doing a joke list.
Okay, well then Alfred.
I think Alfred's one. Number 2 probably would be completely as a joke, Catwoman. Total joke character.
Oh man, wouldn't it be funny if we thought that hot, slim woman with massive, cool things, fun bags, and a voluptuous rear quarters,
lots of respect there.
Pretty. Man, I just want to drown her in respect. Let me take this guy out. Come on. Okay, so honest list: Harley Quinn, Catwoman, Talia al Ghul.
We gotta include some dudes here.
Jessica Cruz. No, I don't have to.
Why?
Because I can do whatever I want.
Homophobe.
Yes, not being homo is that. That's very true, yes. Let's see here.
Starfire.
Yeah, Starfire, definitely. Maybe Star Sapphire, too. She's really hot.
Batgirl?
Yes.
From Batman vs. Robin.
Yes, good choice. Honestly,
bad movie, but yeah.
Honestly, Batgirl in everything is very hot. As long as it's not in the Batman where she's 12. Anything else where she's an adult.
Barbara Gordon in a wheelchair.
Okay. She's hot too.
Yeah. I wasn't saying she wasn't.
Okay, good.
A wheelchair does not define her hotness.
Well, I was trying to make sure that you weren't going in a bad direction. She has
very nice
here.
Personality.
Well, she has a very nice everything.
Yeah. Personality.
You know what's interesting? That's a good point. If back in the day, could you move wheelchairs by yourself always? Or did you, way back in the day, did people have to push you all the time?
I don't know the history of wheelchairs.
Okay, well, you're a history major.
Yeah, I didn't take the history of wheelchairs course in college.
Oh, so you're a failure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get the full degree.
Interesting.
I just got an abbreviated degree.
What a piece of work we got here.
That was actually going to be in the extended degree, but I decided just to go 2-year.
Okay. Well,
so
that's pretty pathetic. Were you poor?
I was poor, yeah. I didn't get any college help.
Interesting.
Because I was oppressed.
Donald Trump funded my college.
Oh, he did, personally.
Yeah, personally.
Before he became president.
He said, Jay, listen, I can see you're going to do great things in your future. I can see that you will be on a stream that will help announce Batman Gotham Knights. And perhaps have other little DC Fandome surprises throughout the week. Jay, I want to help you reach your dream. I think that what we should do is give you a huge college fund. It's going to be massive. All of the other liars, the Democrats, the liberals, Nancy Pelosi, they'll all tell you the college fund's not going to be big. I can tell you it's going to be the biggest. Some people would say it's not very big. We're just sending you to community college. I would say I want to save some money. Oh, no.
Dude, you almost got
Oh, Soldier Boy, tell him. Soldier Boy,
what was that?
I was just reciting.
Translate that, please.
No, I was reciting the sacred lyrics of Soulja Boy.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
Dude, you just yeeted him to the 12th dimension.
No!
Dude, you got executed.
No, capture, yes!
You're
Sorry.
like really into this.
Yeah,
Marvel Nerd says, so Jay, are you voting for Biden, Trump, or Kanye for president?
I'm voting for Mickey Mouse, because that joke's been funny for 50
Nice.
years, right? Don't you like how people always write that in like it's like funny? That's something your dad would do.
What? No, my dad wouldn't.
Yes, he would. He'd write it like some obscure thing like that. He'd be like, oh, I'm clever. He'd write it like Agent Coulson from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Don't mock that. My dad has like my has 12 steelbook collection of that.
Oh, no. Oh, dang it. So, do you guys have any questions in the chat, by the way, about like the game or anything for us as well? I mean, we're going to hang out here probably, what do you think, another 20 minutes? Then be done? Like a little after 6?
Maybe like 19 minutes.
Yeah, 19 minutes. We're going to just kind of hang out for the rest of the time. I think that we have actually gotten through all of the reveals, so I guess that we know of so far. I mean, there will be more stuff as we go on. Also, this week, before you talk, because I saw you starting to talk, and I don't like that.
You cut me off there.
This week is like the week of DC Fandome here on the channel, so I'm kind of just celebrating a lot of DC stuff. I'm going to try to do something with Injustice, but I'm not sure yet what that'll be, because I'm hoping... Is there a NetherRealm thing for DC Fandome? I didn't actually see one.
Another what thing?
NetherRealm.
Oh, I didn't see one, no.
I mean, my hope is that there's something said about Injustice here as well, but I don't know if there will be.
I did see an Injustice panel, actually.
Oh, what? Really? Where was that?
It was, well, let me see if I can find it. You just keep playing.
Me keep playing? Because, like, I do want to do, listen, I have a big surprise prior to DC Fandome, as long as it gets here prior to DC Fandome, which is a WB DC Fandome surprise, which is going to be very cool, which we're going to cover on the channel as well this week, as long as it arrives, because it's something that I have to physically get. Other than that, we are going to do, hopefully, another live stream on Friday. Nate and I, well, Nate's seeing, but the goal, and Nate, I'll have to ask you about that, because if the schedule doesn't work, maybe you'd still be able to come over anyway for an hour or two.
Yeah, maybe. I have to look.
But Nate and I are trying to do, like, I'll do a stream no matter what, but Nate and I are trying to do another DC-related stream on Friday, right before Fandome, to celebrate.
So it looks like the
Yes?
the Injustice thing I was talking about is actually in for Saturday, and it's under their Watchverse.
Okay.
So it's called Injustice 2 Show Match. So I'm kind of wondering if that's just like showing off of like people playing or something.
Yeah, I kind of think, well, that's weird, because Injustice 2 hasn't been added to in a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, we still love it, but that's interesting if they're doing something with that.
Well, they also had a full slate of stuff under their Watchverse, like stuff like Teen Titans is on there, Static Shock I even saw, so I kind of wonder if they're just showing episodes from these things.
Well, and do you think that they would bring back, nice.
Oh, nice.
Do you think that they would bring back Teen Titans, maybe? Because do you remember how they talked about doing another season of that?
That'd be
the
cool.
original, with the original voice cast.
Yeah, they definitely should. And then make a Teen Titans Go.
Yeah. That, exactly that.
Yeah.
Only that.
Yeah, there we go.
Mean, I would love to see that. Hey, let's open up our Cobble... Oh, wait. Oh, man. We got a Cobblepot premium thing or whatever. What's up?
Ethan says, in the game, I bet playable character Nate would harass mental patients in the asylum.
That's probably true. You just poke them and say, are you mad yet? Dude, you know what's the dumbest scene about that? I'm going to censor it heavily.
Okay.
So don't watch this movie. It's trash.
I'm going to watch the movie now.
In the Rob Zombie Halloween remake.
I'm not going to watch that movie. It looks like stupid.
It is really stupid. They make it really edgy. In the Rob Zombie Halloween remake, like Michael Myers is in a mental institution because of what he did. And for some unknown reason, the guards drag a woman into his cell and assault her in his cell to try and piss him off. And then they call him the R word randomly.
What R word? Oh, wait. No.
R-E-T,
yeah, I got it.
They call him that randomly, and then he kills them. And then she's like, oh, thanks for saving me, and she runs off. And so I was like, I don't know if he's trying to paint Michael Myers as not that bad of a guy or what, by making everyone else in this universe an ass. Like, I guess that's one way to do it. It's like you make...
Michael Myers isn't that bad. Look at everyone else.
Michael Myers isn't that bad. That guy assaulted a woman.
He's like the real hero.
How bad is Michael Myers? Check out this unrelated picture of Ted Bundy and his crimes. It's like,
Ted Bundy murdered and raped. Ted Bundy?
Yeah.
Murdered and raped over 40 women. Michael Myers didn't do that.
I know, that's kind of what they were doing. And I was like, what is this? I know that's very off track, but I was just the mental patient comment
seemed a little weird.
Reminded me of that. Whereas you see something like that in the new Halloween movie, it's very, I mean, it's handled much better. The mental asylum.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's very clear that Michael is just the villain.
Yeah, but he's also not that bad either. I mean, he's a bad guy, but you...
Just because you're a bad guy doesn't make you bad guy.
Well, no, I mean, I'm gonna
my favorite Disney movie.
Small spoiler for the new Halloween movie. He could have killed a baby, and he just doesn't care. He just ignores it.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for him for president.
My point is that like he's not like the worst piece of human garbage of all time.
He has some sort of values.
Well, yeah, something in there. So I don't know. It's that. I don't know what put me on that track of talking about that movie. A mental patient.
Oh, yeah, it was me harassing mental patients.
Oh, yeah. And that's what reminded me of it, is they were harassing Michael Myers. But I don't understand why the harassment of Michael Myers is like, let's assault this other inmate in Michael Myers' cell and then call him the R word.
Got him.
Like, whoa, you really owned Michael Myers.
Dimension.
Wow.
Got him.
Yeah, that I hate stuff that's like unnecessarily edgy. Like if your product's edgy and good, I'm totally down. I love edgy stuff, but if it's unnecessarily edgy, like for no reason, that's stupid. I don't care.
Brightburn, we're looking at you.
Pretty much.
So, anyways, like I was gonna say, until you interrupted me very rudely.
So sorry. I'm not though.
Switching over to Marvel, I think it'd be cool for the Avengers game if they were to make like a shared universe, but the next Marvel video game out there in this universe would be like an X-Men game. Oh, jeez, you just yeeted both of them. Oh, can you imagine like an X-Men game? Like imagine the gameplay of Avengers, but with X-Men characters.
It'd be amazing.
And then they make like a third game, and then it's the X-Men and the Avengers in the same game.
That'd be awesome. Why is it? I did it freeze?
And then they could also make like a Fantastic Four game too.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. That'd be awesome. I don't know why they haven't done more Avengers stuff. Or, I'm sorry, Marvel game stuff.
Yeah, it just seems like the perfect... Why is that guy just sitting there?
I don't know.
It seems like the perfect opportunity to me because you have the Avengers now, and Spider-Man should have been in that, but anyways.
Well, but he is now.
Well, it should have been the Insomniac Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, and it should have been for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. You and I have a PS4.
Yeah.
You only have a PS4 from this gen, and a Switch.
Yes.
And I have a PS4, Xbox, and a Switch. So, and a PC.
Wow.
Which, well, no, like, to be fair, that's because I lived here taking care of my dad when he was dying of cancer and never had to pay for rent.
Right.
So, like, I was able to put my money back into the channel, basically, like, stuff for it. So, for me, it's like I have access to all these platforms, and I still think it's just lame. Like, it's just tacky looking.
Yeah, it is stupid.
That it's just for the one. Now, I still want to play the game, so I guess I'm a big hypocrite as, like, online Twitter would have you believe. But I don't really understand that decision, and I just hope we don't see something like that with Gotham Knights. Because I don't really want to make a video being like, Gotham Knights made this dumb choice, like, after all these years.
Yeah. You don't want like it to be a letdown.
Right. Now, here's what I will say. If it depends what it is though, because the fact that that was Spider-Man, it would be like if in a Justice League game, Batman all of a sudden was exclusive to Xbox, and the rest of the Justice League was just there. Because Spider-Man is a character who has always been tied to Avengers for years.
Right.
He's always either wanted to be on the team, been an associate of the team, or been a core member of the team, depending on the interpretation. So it would be really weird to do that. However, if it was just like play as Red Hood in the Xbox version, that's not awesome because that kind of sucks that people miss out on it. But I feel like that's very different than play as Batman or Spider-Man in this game. That's like the core,
like the main character.
Yeah, that's the title character of that universe, like that draws the most money.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna do that, you should make it a lesser known character. Like, for example, I don't know, like Miss Marvel. Now, nothing against her, but if you're gonna do that, maybe do it like Xbox people get Miss Marvel, PlayStation people get, I don't know, Captain Marvel. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I just think it, and that's my other problem, is it's only a PlayStation exclusive character, but Xbox doesn't have their own exclusive character.
Yeah.
So I think that would make it more fair, although I just think it's stupid in general.
Yeah, and you want everything to be fair.
Right. Everything needs to be perfectly balanced.
Oh, yeah, perfectly balanced. Oh, I thought I did really good. Oh, man, only 2970 XP. How do you get this thing with, like, the 4000 XP? How the heck do you do that?
My best match I did today, I got 3300 XP.
And I just did insane, and I got 2970.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I did really good, I thought. Well, I got 3000. This guy got 4330. How'd you do that, SW Gaming? How did you do that? Where is it? Where are the points? Show me the points now. And yeah, by the way, this is the other thing that I hate. Not to put you on blast, Nick Victory Fire, but everybody says like, well, Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 did this with characters, but nobody liked it when Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 did that. Like the logical statement that people are trying to make, like the fallacy here, I guess, of argument, is a lot of people are trying to argue, well, because Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 had characters exclusive to a platform, it's okay. And my point has always been,
games are like 10 years old also.
One, it was always dumb.
Yeah.
When they did that. People always thought it was dumb. Remember when we couldn't play as Venom? Because we didn't have that version, and we were like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
As children, we were able to recognize this is kind of a dumb thing.
Right.
And two, to my memory, I don't think it was like Spider-Man or Captain America or Iron Man or any of like the core Marvel people that were playable characters. It was people like Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
And
Cyclops was one.
Well, he was a platform specific?
I think so, in the second Ultimate Alliance.
Okay.
No.
Well, Venom was.
No, in the first Ultimate Alliance, I think he was on one of the systems.
And Venom was.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would have to look at the platform-specific ones, but my point is that it was never the biggest, I don't know, character out there. Not to put that comment on blast. It's just something I've seen a lot, and I never liked it. And, by the way, Nick Victory Fire might be pointing out that it was very stupid then as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he just said that Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 did that. But I've seen people defending it because of that.
Yeah.
Which I found annoying.
It's, yeah, like you said, like we've said, it's one thing if it's a side character, but it's a whole other thing if it's a main character.
Yes. Now, there's side characters that have been exclusive that I've loved. Like, I don't remember which one it's in. In one of the Ultimate Alliance games, the Sentry, who you're not even going to know who this is.
He was cool.
Oh, you do know?
Yeah.
He was in the DS version. Remember that?
Yeah,
and he was exclusive to the DS version. He's a lot like a Superman of the Marvel Universe. Love him. Love the Sentry. Love the Void. However, big fan, huge. However, that's different to me because like I'm such a comic nerd who's into this obscure crap. Not everyone's going to care. It'd be very different if it was Spider-Man, I think. That's where my issue with that decision always was, is like what type of character it is. Now, is it going to make me not buy the game? No. But it's okay for me to also critique that decision without boycotting the game or something. You know, a lot of people are like, I actually saw comments like, well, if you play this game or you buy it after critiquing it, you're a hypocrite. It's like, oh,
No.
okay,
You
yeah.
can think something's dumb about something and still play it.
Yeah, you can, well...
Well, I mean, we could critique, like, the MCU, and yet I love the MCU.
Yeah.
I could sit there and be like, well, that decision was kind of stupid. But yet the MCU, to me, is amazing.
Yeah. I just don't really understand that idea that, like, you can't critique something and also enjoy another part of it or still play the product or watch the product or whatever. I always found that odd. Like, that's a very cultist mentality. Like I don't know, like you're some kind of hardcore weird cult member where it's like, oh, well, you said the PlayStation should have 10 more RAM. You must hate Sony, huh? It's like, that's not how the real world works. It's just, it never has been. And I think people are very confused if that's what they think it is.
Huh, you thought something was bad about it. Can't play it.
Yeah, I know. It's very silly to me. I saw that comment a lot, like when I streamed Avengers after critiquing it. It's like, okay, well, I can say this thing's not good without hating it or, I don't know, like doxing the people who made it or something crazy. It's like, I'm not a, you know, I'm not like an online, what do you call those people who, you know, like those eco people who like are always telling you about how great the earth is and stuff? Activist. No, I'm not like an online activist for video games. I'm just a guy who enjoys them. You know, like I don't... I'm not here like saving the world from microtransactions and all these other supervillains of gaming.
I'm Microtransactions.
Oh no, Microtransactions, get out of here!
Give me $30 to go help blind children.
Well, what do you want the $30 for? Do I get something in the
children?
But do I get something in the game?
No, it helps out children.
But how can it be a microtransaction if I don't get anything in the game?
This is Microtransactions here to say just type in your parents' credit card number.
$30.
$30.
Can I get a battle pass?
No.
Oh, can I get a V-Buck?
No.
Oh, did you know what the V stands for in V-Buck?
You can get a dancing, dabbing character.
Ooh, I'm in. $300. Here you go. Actual children.
Like,
do you remember when that was a big deal in the App Store when like kids were getting their parents' credit cards?
Yeah, I do remember that.
$1,000 worth of stuff.
I do remember that.
I feel like the Darwinian approach would be that those parents are so dumb to let their kids get at their credit cards that they should lose that money. Hey man, I'm just
kids are smart.
I'm just trying to make a point. I'm pro rights.
I do think as parents you are 99% responsible for your children.
Yes.
Especially when they're little kids.
Yes. However, it gets very complicated. Like if a kid commits a crime, it's not your fault. But you're supposed to keep them out of trouble.
Kid goes and commits murder. They're like, you as the parent, it's your fault.
That happened, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, there have been cases where it's like, it gets very messy though because I'm trying to skirt Daddy YouTube's rules here, for how I say things.
You're trying to lift up their skirt? That's pretty.
No,
that's pretty.
I'm
terrible,
not trying
Trey.
to do that.
That's pretty awful.
No, I'm not. Well, only if it's a mutual agreement.
Oh, okay. If it's consensual.
No, but oh jeez! Oh no! Bane just caught me.
Dropped right in there.
No, here's the thing. With there have been cases where a child has gone with a firearm and committed a crime, and then the parents are in trouble for it. However, that's a messy situation because if it was just like sitting on a table or something, that was also the parents' responsibility. Yeah, so I mean that's what I mean. That kind of stuff gets very complicated depending on what you're talking about. How do you take Bane out, by the way, in this? You have to buy him a dinner. Oh, okay. Right.
You have to make him listen to the hit song Venom by Eminem.
Venom, Venom. What else is going on in the chat, by the way?
Captain Rex says, what if Jay actually is Daddy YouTube?
That would be nice.
Have anything to say about that?
I could have my own set of rules.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's just diving around.
Darth, I'm going to butcher this, Quayaz says Calendar Man better than Superman.
I don't know about that.
I do know about that, actually.
Why is everybody diving? Stop diving.
Were we playing COD?
It seems like it. Come on, just come here. Come on.
Come on, do it. I want you to do it. Do it.
Is there anything in the chat, or are you
Everyone's just
done
saying
talking?
hey.
Oh,
Like,
hi. Say hi to them.
Hi. Oh, we have a super chat
Oh, really? Thank you.
from Laputin Machine. He says, think Martian Manhunter will be in SS game.
He should be. But you know what's weird? Manhunter hasn't been as big of a part of the Justice League in recent years. Which is odd.
Yeah, it is kind of weird because I grew up on the Justice League animated show.
Yes.
That was my first introduction into Justice League, and actually that was my first introduction into superheroes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And my original favorite superhero was the Green Lantern from that.
Yeah. John
So,
Stewart.
yeah,
He's
I love
fantastic.
him. So, my only introduction into Justice League was Martian Manhunter being on the team.
OnlyFans.
Yeah. Actually, I would love a Martian Manhunter's OnlyFans. But anyways,
too.
so I was actually very shocked to find out that he wasn't really a core member of the team.
But he
It's kind of
is.
like in some renditions
Yeah.
he is, and then others he's not.
So you thought he was like a Superman, where he's always in it.
like there is
Yeah.
some core members like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern. You know, like Flash. There's some characters that are just in every rendition of the Justice League.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then there's other characters like Martian Manhunter, Hawkgirl. You know, characters like that, where it seems like they're only in some renditions and then randomly missing from others. So, I always thought that was kind of a shame because I thought Martian Manhunter was always really cool.
Yeah. No,
He's such a good character.
He is a great character too, and you kind of see like the loneliness of him as well in the show, being the last Martian.
Yeah, it was always really sad.
They do a really good job with that, and it affects him more than it affects Superman because he looks so different. I mean,
Yeah.
he can make himself look the same, but Superman looks like a human,
Right.
and John doesn't by default look like a human at all. So,
Yeah, I love in Justice League when it's actually my favorite Martian Manhunter moment when he actually normalizes feet fetishes.
what are you talking about?
There's an episode where he talks about how it's okay to have a foot fetish.
I feel like you're like accessing a weird memory in my head. Is there an actual
No,
foot
there's not
episode?
a foot episode.
Okay.
I'm kidding here.
Okay, well, what have I seen? Like, what?
I don't know. What have you seen?
Let's see, in the chat, Captain Rex Andrew says, wow, so Martian Manor would be perfect for wiki feet. That's a good point. Vigilante X, hello. We are going to be ending pretty soon. Oh, here, why don't you play the last match? Do you want to do one more?
Sure.
Okay, can I run over everything again real quick for people who just joined or
No.
who joined in the last half hour? We've been talking about Batman quite a bit. I'm over by my computer, just so you know.
Where are you at?
By my computer.
Okay.
Originally, WB Games Montreal tweeted out this. We're ignoring all the symbols from before. We know they tweeted symbols months ago. I mean, you already know that. You've seen them. It was huge. It was huge then, not huge now. So they tweeted out these symbols, including basically people found this code in it. It went on. You were able to input a code. You can see a Talon in the background of the image that I'm going to show you here in a second. Obviously, there's some audio delay to some of this, but essentially the image that will have the enter the code has a Talon face in the background, which people have enhanced. After you see that, there were people on Twitter, such as Jordan Alleman, who were able to get into the HTML of the website, which is something, the redacted website, which is a confirmed connected thing to WB Games Montreal. I feel like this is the scene from Always Sunny, where it's like pointing at the wall and all this stuff.
Yeah.
You're able to get into the HTML and find that there were essentially teases throughout the week. Some of those teases as well included being able to enter codes. Some of those codes match up with things like comic books, including the 761 code, which eventually gets all the way to being a barcode for a first appearance of Batgirl as well. And it shows off a map of Gotham City, supposedly, which we see better here, which, by the way, check out Slick Muff. He does an amazing job. I got this image from him. I don't know if I should also show you, by the way, I should bring that up because Under My Red Hood was the one who originally found that image, and Slick Muff reposted it with the map.
Way to go, Under My Red Hood. Very cool.
Then we got to also... There was the Two-Face tease, possibly, well, obviously, Face 2, Two-Face, and it's not like it's Penguin, right?
I thought it was Killer Croc.
Then we got to the fact that, let's see here. Then we got to the fact that there was also a tease from DC about Batgirl herself, which could be related to this or could be completely unrelated. There have been so many other teases as well, symbols, stuff like that. An image saying, we have been waiting for you, or no, we have been expecting you as well. It's just a lot. There's a lot here. So that is pretty much all the information that I wanted to recap before the stream ends in a couple minutes, because I feel like a lot of people didn't get to see this.
Yeah.
Laputin Machine also said, think Prometheus will be in the game, perhaps as a member of the Court of Owls. That would be amazing. I don't know if he'd work well with the Court of Owls unless he was an assassin hired by them.
Has Prometheus ever been part of the Court of Owls?
No, I mean, not that I know of, unless he was brought up in a later storyline I don't know about. But he could technically be another force at work in Gotham. Or he could be sort of working for the court, because the court does use people to their aims. However, they usually use members of the court. But they will manipulate people into doing things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're a secret society. That's kind of their thing.
They live in a society.
Yeah, they do live in a society.
So actually, I actually just recently watched Batman versus Robin.
By the way, thank you, Laputin Machine, for the super chat. Yes, Batman versus Robin. Go ahead.
Yeah, and that was actually my first introduction into the Court of Owls.
Yes.
I mean, on something other than just talking about it.
Yes.
And one thing I actually noticed... Okay, geez.
Yeah.
One thing I actually noticed, and I found was really weird, and I don't think you're going to know this, but there was a very, very, very strong similarity between them and the Cult of Cosmos from Assassin's Creed Odyssey. The Cult of Cosmos was basically like this. Well, it was like a cult. And they were like the central villains. Well, one of the central villains. And it's basically like this cult that goes around and they're behind all like the wars, problems with society, assassinations of leaders. I should probably get out of there.
That's a good idea. You can use that UAV thing to shoot missiles.
Yeah, I was gonna go back here.
Oh, that's such a great idea, dude. You're so good.
Yeah, so they're involved in all that stuff, and I was actually watching like, okay, this is very similar to that stuff.
Yeah.
And it was actually like down to the clothing, down to the masks.
Oh, so those characters seem inspired by them?
Kind of, actually.
I think that the Court of Owls has been out since the 2010.
Yeah. And like even the masks for the Cult of Cosmos kind of looked like, I mean, they were these white masks. They kind of looked like the Court of Owls. I mean, they weren't owls, but they were their own thing. But they even kind of looked similar to it.
Yeah.
It was very interesting, actually.
Well, one thing that was really interesting to me about that that movie, was how Batman never gives up on Robin. Even though Robin let him down, he never gives up on Robin. But Robin was actually running around and hurting Batman.
Yeah.
In that movie. Some would say that never going to give you up, never going to let you down, never going to run around.
You're the one to start that.
By the way, big thank you to all of our mods who have been helping us here today. Big thank you to Jill, Captain Rex, obviously, Joker, Blood Demon Guy's been here. There have been people here earlier as well. I think Eddie was here for part of the time as well. I mean, this is a very packed roster. We appreciate you very much. Yeah, Eddie is here. Okay, I missed him earlier. But Eddie, your chats are showing up today. So yeah, I don't know. That movie's amazing. If you want, you know what I would say? If you want a quick jump into who the Court of Owls are and stuff, I think you should just watch Son of Batman and then Batman versus Robin. I think Batman.
Oh, you're talking about for everyone else.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were talking about me.
No. Sorry. I think Batman versus Robin works best if you've seen Son of Batman, don't you?
Yeah, it is. Well, yeah, it's like a sequel to Son of Batman.
Yeah, it's like a direct sequel.
Yeah.
So I think that if you will just watch Son of Batman and Batman vs. Robin, that is a great introduction to who the Court of Owls is. And if you watch, or also if you want to, you can also read the first and second graphic novel of Scott Snyder's New 52 Batman run, or even just the first one if you really want to. That really introduces the Court of Owls, who they are, their purpose. Obviously, the Gotham Knights or this universe could have a very different version of them, but it kind of gives you a idea of the spirit of the characters. I think, but for people who are obviously, maybe not having the most time, or maybe you're not super into comics, Well, that's a massive bulge Joker going on there. Jeez, that was like our friend's like cup in baseball. Holy cow. No, if you're not super into going out and reading the comics, I would say definitely just check out those movies. They're great. So
Yeah, and also just check out the other movies.
That's a good universe.
Too.
It's a good universe.
I'm really enjoying them. I'm up to Batman versus Robin now.
Well, you finished that one.
Yeah, well, that's what I
what's
meant.
after
So
that?
next is Batman Bad Blood.
Yeah, it's weird how there's basically 3 Batman movies in a row. In that
Yeah,
universe.
there's Batman Bad Blood. Well, there's Son of Batman, Batman vs. Robin, then Batman Bad Blood.
Yeah.
And then after that is Justice League versus Teen Titans.
Yeah.
And then...
by the way, Darth Vader 3217 says, "OMG, Jay, I finally caught you live. Hey man, how you doing? We're actually going to end here in a minute. You should watch the
things are going.
You should watch the VOD though. The
VOD?
Well, for anybody who doesn't know or maybe joined earlier or later, all of our live streams are saved directly to YouTube. We don't unlist them. We don't do anything like that. We put them all in a playlist. There's hours and hours and hours of our live streams.
Oh, you got another super chat.
Oh, wow.
Laputin Machine.
Hey, thank you, dude. We appreciate you. I want Riddler back, but not as a collectibles exploit. More death traps. I saw him as a Saw-like character. That would be amazing, actually. If you brought him back in the way where he's kidnapping people and doing those death traps and no Riddler trophies.
Yeah.
Maybe you put the collectibles with Cluemaster or someone else. That would be unreal, actually.
What if you see him riding into the building? Like, he traps you, he's riding into the building, he's riding like a tricycle.
Wait, is this the Saw reference?
Yeah.
I didn't know you've ever seen Saw.
I've only seen that part.
Oh, okay.
Like
gotcha.
that one clip.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, before we end, we are going to say goodbye to the chat here in a minute, but first we are going to... Is there anything else? No, nothing there. Oh, yeah, in the store, we actually, I think, can get a Cobblepot crate.
Who's Cobblepot?
Me.
Oh, you're Cobblepot?
So what's the difference here? Oh, I don't really... Oh, 3+ gear items? That's cool, but I'd rather just get a thing while we're on stream.
Get a thing.
I'd rather get a Cobblepot crate. Let's process this. Hayden Turner says, how long do you guys want the side missions to be in Gotham Knights? I want them to be better and longer than they were in Night, probably. I like them in Night, but I think that there could have been more. Like, you know how great it was when they added the Season of Infamy?
Yeah, I never played it, actually.
Oh, really?
No, I never did.
Are you going to?
Yeah, I reinstalled Arkham Knight, and I've been meaning to play it, but then I got lost in other games.
Okay, yeah.
So, like, now I'm playing Final Fantasy X, and
Yeah.
I just haven't gotten to play it.
No, it's worth your time at some point. It really expands the game, actually, and adds a lot to it. Oh, look at that. We got, oh, wow, there's a lot of skins for him. We got Nut Cup. Yeah.
Put it on.
I did.
Okay, good.
I'm going to do... Oh, wait. I accidentally backed out.
Can you go back into character loadouts, please?
Yeah, I am. I don't know. This is all very exciting to me. Like, if you asked me 2 weeks ago how excited I was, I actually probably would have told you not nearly as much as now because of all of the, I don't know, just like the teasing, the way it was done,
Yeah, you love teases.
If they're girls.
You don't like the real thing.
Correct. Wait a minute. I'm very confused. So, what?
Let's look at that nose.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to talk about it anymore other than that.
I look like Pinocchio.
Not where I was going, but yeah.
I guess I'll just do the one I had. Is there anything else going on in the chat before we head out?
J Bear Antonikik.
You already struggle, always.
I'm terrible with names. Awful. He says, I hope the League of Assassins shows up to combat the court for control of Gotham.
That would be
with
really
Batman
cool.
caught in the middle.
No, did you see that stuff too about a possible Nemesis system? Like
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, from
that'd be awesome.
From the Mordor games.
That'd be really cool.
That would be really cool. Also, it's funny. I think the game froze.
Oh, I guess we're done then.
Yeah, there's nothing left to do.
I guess we're done.
I mean, it's still streaming, but the game, I think itself froze on this screen. So yikes.
King Shred says, what games do you have planned for the Let's Play channel?
Right now, I'm sure they can still hear us, even though this is frozen. Let's make sure that they actually... Oh, yeah. Okay, so Metal Gear Solid, I think Nate and I want to play, the first one. We are working on Spyro right now. We are also going to play the other Kingdom Hearts games. I think Avengers, whatever these 2 games are. I mean, obviously Suicide Squad and also the Batman game are planned for that channel. T and I are playing Shadow of the Colossus as well while finishing these. Once these ones that we're in end, we will be set for, starting new series. But right now we're just trying to finish Resident Evil, Arkham Origins and,
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts, which is forever. I finally edited the last boss of Kingdom Hearts. We still have a couple secret boss parts, but then it's done.
Nice.
I think it's going to be 40 parts, though.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That's cool.
By the way, sorry about the image being frozen. There's nothing I can do about that right now.
Happy Doing Machine with another super chat.
Yeah, Jane Doe would be cool as well. That would be really cool. Yeah, there's a lot of cool characters you could put in here as well. I don't know. There's just a ton of stuff that you can do. But hey, anyways, I think we should end it here. Thank you again, Captain Rex, as well, who's saying thank you to me. That was nice. I appreciate you. Y'all jokers must be crazy. I can't wait for this week. We're going to have a fun week. I'm going to try to put up more Let's Play parts this week as well of Arkham Origins, just as a celebration of fandom as well on the Let's Play channel. So hey, in the description below, if you like this, please check out the Let's Play channel. It's a lot of fun. Nate, me, T, we all hang out there. We play games. That's down in the description down below. The Arkham Rogues channel is also there for YouTube. They've helped me with these streams every time on Batman Arkham Origins. They've been very helpful. They have a really nice community. They keep this game alive and play other games like Star Wars Battlefront 2. So be sure to check that out. Nate, do you have anything else to add before we shut this off?
I don't think
Nothing
so.
offensive. Good. Okay, sounds great.
Well, if
No,
if
we're
you are
good.
getting rid
No.
of offensive things, then I don't have anything to say.
Okay, good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. But hey, I hope you enjoyed this week on the channel. We're all excited for DC Fandome. Hopefully, Nate will be back on Friday, but we'll see. Either way, we'll do a stream. So we'll see you guys. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for chilling. Good night.